Hi everyone, this is Jane here, and this is just a little unboxing stroke walkthrough of the Tyldwick Tarot. Now, I'm hoping that I've got that right. It's produced by Malpertius Designs. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a sec because there's more information. This is the second edition. I literally only saw this deck very, very recently. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk about it. The first edition, I think, was very, very popular. There were only a certain number of decks produced. There have only been 1,000 of this second edition produced. So there's not a lot of them about. It's really, really interesting. I'm not going to lie. I have had a quick look through this because they are very different from anything that I've worked with before. I kind of looked at them first of all and I thought, I wish there was a big fat guidebook. I would really love to just sit and read what this was all about, but there isn't. So going to be needing to work with it quite intuitively, which is fine. I work quite intuitively anyway, and a lot of the standard meanings that go with the tarot don't always work when I'm doing readings, and I'll get other stuff. So that's not a problem for me. But I just thought I would do a quick walkthrough. I'm hoping that this is going to happen. There's a group which has been suggested in the Hermit's Cave group, a Facebook group, to do like a little teaching group on this, or a learning group where we can all talk about it together. That would be fantastic. There is also some information on Eclectic Tarot where people have been through each of the cards and talked about them in great detail. So I won't talk about them in great detail here. I will just show them to you. So that you can kind of make your own mind up about them. And this is the box. Beautiful. It's all lovely and matte. It just is all sort of antique-y. It's very solid. It's just lovely. Absolutely love it. And then you've got your cards inside. I'm just going to take them out. There's no book. There's no guidebook. There's no little white book. There's nothing. It's just the cards. Look at the edges of those cards though. Beautiful coppery gilding on them. Honestly, just so nice. So nice. I'm just going to have a quick look because there are, I thought there were anyway. I'll probably come across them a little bit further on. There's a couple of cards in here that are like end cards that give you a little bit more information about, there's one, so you can see I have looked through them. So the deck is by Neil Lovell, and it's basically, this card says, the flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Neil Lovell was the creator, and he actually passed away in 2018, and it's his brother that has produced this second edition of the deck. So it's just lovely that he's done that, and I won't say too much more about what these cards say, but it is basically a tribute to his brother. So let's just have a look through this beautiful, beautiful deck. Now, I hope they're in the right order. Forgive me if they're not. That's my fault. I did sneakily have a look through them before I did this, just because I wanted to and I was desperate to get inside the box. But also I'm quite glad that I did, because they are very different, and I'm quite glad that I just had a little look to see a bit more about them before I started to come here and talk about them. I'm not going to say too much about them. I'm just going to flick through them really, just so that you can have a look. What I would say to you is these cards are quite dark. I don't mean dark spooky. I mean the card colouring is quite dark. When I first got them, I was like, whoa, I can't see anything. you actually can see a lot, and they will start to ping out at you the more you look at them. It's like you have to go within them and really look at them. So you need your, if you're me, you need your glasses on. It's like, for instance, this is the Fool. So the Fool, first of all, when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, all I can see is the mirror. I can see this kind of like check wallpapery thing and the fireplace. That's about all I can see. But once you start looking, you can see the mask in the mirror, the butterflies, the dummy, the statue. I don't know quite what this is, but I need to look at it in greater detail. This is a greyhound. So, and you can start to see the landscape through the mirror. So more and more things will start to pop out at you. There's a really good video that I watched about this, which goes into lots of detail. I can't remember who wrote it now, but who did it now, but I will pop it down below so that you can have a look at that. But let me just have a flick through for you. So this was the Fool and the Magician. I probably should say, I haven't said it, but this is kind of all based around a house. So different rooms in the house, different objects in the house, outside of the house as well. But it's different rooms, and you can see the different flooring, work out what different room it is, what that means to you. There's a lot of psychological significance around houses. What you think about your house and how it portrays you, what it means to you, all of that stuff. But also often when we're talking about our house, we are talking about us, and quite often we're talking about what is going on in our subconscious and in our minds. There's a lot of Jungian theory around the house, which I won't go into too much here, but it's very significant in psychology, this whole concept of houses, rooms, and what they mean to you. Sorry if I'm teaching my granny to suck eggs. I never know where I should pitch things, really. So absolutely, if you know that already, brilliant. If you didn't, hopefully that's opened some doors for you to have a little look into, because there's a lot of stuff on the house. So here we have the Magician and the High Priestess and the Empress and the Emperor. I just love this Emperor. I have a real thing about old-fashioned libraries. I would love to have a house with an old-fashioned library in it, where the books literally went from the floor to the ceiling, and you had those old-fashioned ladders that are attached to the bookcases, and you can whiz along and climb up the ladder and then whiz back down again. That's my dream, to have a library like that. I would absolutely love it. So this is just beautiful, and it is my card as well, because I'm an Aries, so I love it. Absolutely love it. This is the Pope, the Lovers, the Chariot, Justice, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Fortitude, Hanged Man, Death. And Death doesn't have the word on it. It's quite normal, really. But that's what that is. I love the clock there, as if to say to you, you know what, time is limited. We don't have forever. I love that. Temperance. And this, I've had a look through these a few times, and this is my favourite card of all, the Devil. It's just a mirror. And that's so perfect. What we are afraid of is quite often us. You know, what is in us? It's our things. We're not trapped. We can untrap ourselves. We can set ourselves free. What stops us is us a lot of the time. So yeah, I love it. I love, love, love it. Tower. Star. The Moon. Again, the Moon is the mirror, and I absolutely, yeah, love that too. The Sun. Really beautiful sunflowers. Judgment. And the World. So, there we go. Perfect major arcana. Pop them over here. So now we've got the cups. This is the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. And the Five of Cups. I love that too. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. I think it would really help to have a bit of a knowledge of numerology when you're working with this deck. That might be a way to read the cards, because they're not really traditional. Not traditional kind of Rider-Waite. In some senses, yes, I see it like this with this Eight of Cups. That's that sense of the one cup being missing that you're looking for. I mean, it's blatantly obvious that it's not there, you know, that I absolutely get. But I think maybe it might be good to have a little bit of numerology involved as well. So here's your Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and King of Cups. I'll put the cups over here. So, oh, I haven't shown you the backs, have I? This is the backs. Nice. So here we go with the Ace of Staves. Two of Staves. Three of Staves. So we've got the boat there that you would have in the traditional Three of Wands. Four of Staves. Five of Staves. Six of Staves. So we've got our kind of our victory symbol here. You know, we've got our laurel wreath. Yeah, you made it. So definitely there are connections. Seven of Staves, nice little protective army there, ready to protect you, ready to defend. Eight of Staves. Nine of Staves. I just love these. 10 of Staves. Fab. Got the Page. A Knight. And the Queen. And the King. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. There's our cage. Are we trapped? Are we leaving the cage? Or are we going into the cage? Are we coming out? Are we going in? Are we stuck? Are we not? Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. And the 10 of Swords. Page of Swords. Nine of Swords. Queen of Swords. And the King of Swords. So as you can see, they follow a theme. Without a doubt, they follow a theme. I I was reading something and it was talking about looking at the floor, looking at the actual, what the floor's like, helps you to work out what you are, the connections between the cards. Ace of Coins. Two of Coins. Still got our balance. Three of Coins. Four of Coins. Five of Coins. Six of Coins. I love that as well. Seven of Coins. Eight of Coins. Nine of Coins. And a 10 of Coins. There's our page. There's our knight. Our queen. And our king. So, what do you think? I love them. I really, when I first opened them, I kind of wasn't sure, and I was like, whoa, these are not what I was expecting exactly. But the more I looked at them, the more I went into them, the more I love them. And they are really different. They are just beautifully produced cards, really lovely. Honestly, I love them. So I hope you like them too. Thank you very much to the family of Neil Lovell, the creator, who really generously decided to reprint them and have a second edition, because if they haven't, I probably would never have seen them, and I just think they're beautiful. So thank you for that. These are just absolutely lovely, lovely cards. I'll leave this on the top just for a second, so if you want to just pause and read a little bit about Neil and the deck, you can just freeze frame it and you can just read what it said, because those are beautiful words. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up for me, and share and like and all of that good stuff, and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again very, very soon.